Be quiet. Hi. It's late and I should probably be getting ready for bed. But I was thinking, which is dangerous, I've had a lot of caffeine today, so my brain has just been going a mile a minute. And I had an idea. I had an idea for a crochet redo. I like to be able to wear the garments that I make. I like to like the garments that I make. And there are a few that I've made that I like, but not enough to wear outside. So I was thinking, let's do a crochet redo. I have 3 separate garments that I've recently made that I really like, but I feel like they could be improved on. So this video is going to be a crochet redo, where I make 2.0 versions of some recent garments that I made. So garment number 1 is my May craft jar pick, my meant to be pullover. I really like the way the sweater looks, but I think this could be, the drape can be improved on if I used a different yarn. Garment number 2 is a diamond mesh cardigan that I recently made. Now, what happened with this one is my efforts to use yarn that I already had. The yarn that I chose, I didn't have enough to do the entire sweater. So I chose a different yarn that I had to do the ribbing. Plain yarn chicken, I lost, and I did end up having to buy more yarn, gain of yarn to do the ribbing. Now, because I ordered the yarn for the ribbing I got from Hobie, I didn't want to wait for yarn to come, so I tried to find a close comparable yarn. There wasn't one close enough, so to me the ribbing around the neck just looks off. Now garment number 3 is completely freestyle. I started out wanting to practice a mesh type stitch, and it initially was going to be a cardigan, and then it ended up being a top. I do like it, but I saw a mesh top on Amazon that I really like the style of, and I think I want to try this again, but try to model it more after the style of this top. Now, where the challenge comes in is time frame. And of course, I have to put very unnecessary time constraints on myself. The challenge is to still use yarn that I already have, try not to purchase any more, and also to finish each garment within a week. Now, of course, I'm not getting started tonight. It's late, but the goal is try to get each garment complete within a week. If I can't finish one within the week, then hopefully over the 3-week time span that I'm going to be working on these, I can complete all 3.
1 eternity later.
Some time has clearly passed. How much? Couldn't tell you. Nevertheless, I am prepared to start part 1 of Crochet Redo. So I have decided to split this up into 3 separate parts, beginning with May's craft jar pick, Miss Mintavi back there. I figured this is freshest in my mind, most recently completed. Why not let this be part 1? So the yarn I have chosen to redo in is in threads, silky soft rayon from Bamboo. It is slightly smaller than the pattern calls for, so may have to make a few modifications when I start to make sure that it does fit. What I calculated, roughly 1,250 yards for an extra large. I have 6 balls of this, which is about 1,400-ish yards, so I'm hoping that that is more than enough. with any modifications that I might need to make for sizing. It is currently a Sunday, starting project 1, and the goal is to, by Saturday, have it completed. So let's get started. Update, which is not much of an update. I hadn't really done much, which it's a bummer because I put a week's time constraint on myself. But this is what I have so far. I was only able to get the 12 rows of single crochets, which took the longest because it's single crochet and it is a weight 3 yarn. So the thought process that I had that it would work up as quickly as the last one, out the window. That was weight 4 acrylic yarn. This is weight 3 rayon, just a lot smaller, which also has me a little concerned about my yarn calculation. So we'll just see how the week goes. It is almost 6 p.m. on Friday, and I really need to lock in. I am barely past the halfway point. So for a quick update, oh gosh, can you see? I've gotten to the split for the neck hole, but not very much further. I am on ball of yarn number 5, and I only have 6. I fear I'm most definitely going to have to make a trip to Michael's for at least one more. Like I said, I'm going to lock in. I am off work. I'm going to get comfortable. I'm going to work today, and work again tomorrow, and try to finish this. And hopefully, mission complete. Hopefully. We'll see. goodness, everybody, it's Saturday. It's Saturday, and I got much of nothing done yesterday. I had a rough week, and I was tired. So I fell asleep. I was supposed to be locking in and getting as much done as I could yesterday, but I fell asleep. And I only did a few more rows. So I have one more row to complete the sleeves, and then the rest of the body, and then my ribbing. So fingers crossed I can accomplish my goal of getting it finished today. I made it, and with some time to spare, I am much more satisfied with this one than the last one. Check her out. Look how pretty she is. You see the V stitches up close. I do like both of them. I think both of them are nice. I think both shades of pink are really nice. I love the drape of the ReDo, much better. I definitely will wear this outside, and maybe we could figure out how to alter the other one a little bit to be able to wear it, but it's because it's acrylic yarn, it's a little thicker. That'll be when it starts to get cool again. Crochet ReDo Part 1 was a success. I did end up having to buy more yarn, just one. I only used a very little bit of it. So I almost made it with the yarn that I had. Unfortunately, I did have to buy one more, but that is okay. I am very satisfied with the way it turned out. I love it. Garment 1 of our Crochet ReDo was a success. And now on to garment 2, which will be the diamond mesh cardigan. So stay tuned for part 2 where we redo that garment. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.